Well, good evening, everyone. I did notice there was going to be a suggested lighter theme to this evening, but I've decided to go all serious, I'm afraid. And my first poem is about the squeaky shoe. And it's called Public Squeaking. My shoe has developed a squeak. It was perfectly fine last week. I was walking around, sound as a pound. Now my shoe has developed a squeak. I know that it isn't unique for a shoe to develop a squeak, but this week I've found that it's getting me down. It's making me feel like a freak. The dreaded incurable creak of a shoe that's developed a squeak makes everyone stare and say, "Look, over there!" And it's not the attention I seek. My posture's becoming oblique in an effort to outwit the squeak. But sorry to say, it just won't go away, whatever my walking technique. And my peak's not confined to the squeak. When it rains and the shoe starts to leak, it's not just annoying, it's more soul-destroying. I'm quite down at heels, so to speak. But the outlook at least isn't bleak, because I'm getting a new pair next week, and the style and the hue won't matter a sou, just as long as they don't blooming squeak. Thank you very much. Okay, another little ditty coming up now, you lucky people. This one's called One Man's Crusade. The night before he goes away, my husband, whom I must obey, will lock a belt around my waist, believing this will keep me chaste. Oh, it's all right for him, of course. He just belts up and mounts his horse. And not trusted, I, of feeble mind, am crudely trussed and left behind. While he heads off for foreign shores, pursuing infidels and whores, he thinks no other man will touch my safely metal-girdled crutch. But in the village, locksmith Bill is known for his most excellent skill, bringing women liberation for a small consideration. With his powers to pick and choose, Bill gets offers he can't refuse. His role is key, he plays his part, unlocking every woman's heart. Until the day, at last we learn, our knights are making their return, and Bill will then secure anew the belts that kept us pure and true. So, having moved on from the squeaky shoe to chastity belts, obviously the next subject suggests itself: flat pack furniture. My poem is called Fed Up with Fix. I went for the self-assembly. I thought it was easily done. Just follow the simple instructions as shown in figure 1. Open the box as indicated. Follow the guidelines supplied. It was rather a shame that the package came with the leaflet hidden inside. Remove the slats and support bar, then join part A to B. Make use of the dowel pins, of course, refer fix 2 and 3. Apply an even pressure. Take care with the flesh-eating glue. And when hacking the door, just follow fix 4, but don't over-tighten the screw. Moving to fig 21, my assembly is basically sound. Yes, everything seems quite solid, if only the wrong way round. Retracing my steps through the figs, I'm filled with confusion and doubt. If I took it apart, went back to the start, then maybe I'd figure it out. Should I view it all as a challenge, a matter of personal pride, or rue the moment I opened the box, disturbing the figs inside? What seemed so simple at first has become an impossible chore. To be perfectly frank, my mind's going blank. I don't give a fig anymore. Okay, one more, which I wrote a few years ago actually. It normally goes down quite well. And it's called The Americans Stole Our Lunch. The Americans bound us in chains. Tradition has gone to the wall. They stole our lunch. Now all that remains is pretty much burger all. When, back in the early 70s, fast food came over the ocean, our chance for lunchtime pleasantries gave way to time and motion. Germany too succumbed to the tide. This couldn't have been expected. Hamburgers sizzled as onions fried. Frankfurters too were affected. The burghers of Calais were worried, not relishing smells from Dover, then lost what had once been unhurried as the takeaway took over. In Europe's south, traditions persist. They savour their food with pleasure. I'm sure that they at least will resist and carry on lunching at leisure. But if ever Spain and Italy fall, give way to the fast food trend, you'll never find lunch in Europe at all. No starters, no afters, the end.